So I grew up in Buffalo, New York. I was actually a psychology undergrad major, and I worked for about a year as a mental health counselor. And I came to a crossroads in my very young adult life. I could move on with psychology, or I could look into going into law school. And at that time, I was thinking, where can I help the most people? And I applied to a number of different law schools. What really, I think, convinced me to go to Case at the end of the day was the on-campus visit. Case is an absolutely gorgeous setting. The student tour guide was very knowledgeable and impressed me with how much the school balanced, being a serious institution of legal scholars while also training that next generation. I started working with this client, this crazy client that was making cars, sports cars, powered by laptop cell batteries nobody had ever heard of, called Tesla. And it was an exciting client to work for. And every time the VP of corporate development would be in town, we'd sit down and we'd just shoot the breeze. I never billed him for that, by the way. We just talked because I was so excited by the products he was building, his company was building, and stuff he was doing. That kind of led to the journey where I was hired by Tesla as their first director of public policy and associate general counsel. It was an exciting time, and to this day, it was one of the most challenging jobs I'd ever had, but it was literally the most fun job I ever had. I still firmly believe electrification is the future of transportation. It's coming. My hope is that the United States can be one of those top competitors. So if there's an underlying theme throughout my career, it's always been about, and by the way, I have this on my LinkedIn. Everyone puts in their titles. Mine literally says, just a guy trying to make the world a better place. That has really been my guiding principle in everything I've done. I'm very humbled by the fact that Case Western has recognized what I've done. I'm very honored. I'm very grateful for the recognition. And to the extent that it can help inspire that next generation of lawyers, that's another benefit of being part of the society, is to say to these young graduates, you have an exciting life, an exciting career in front of you. Here are some of the pieces that you need to keep in mind. And look, this is where you could be. And so to me, it's one of the highest honors I think I've received. Thank you to the university. Thank you to the law school for everything that they laid the foundation for where I ended up. And I am eternally grateful.